You know, I couldn't be prouder to be a Democrat today. To be here standing with all of you. Now, if I were asked if I had a chance to march with John Lewis and Selma in 1965, I'd have to say I was only 3 weeks old at the time. I didn't have that chance. But I don't want, when I talked to my daughter tonight, and she said, "Dad, where were you when John Lewis was standing up for justice, standing up for all those victims here?" I want to say I was doing the right thing, sitting with them, sitting with that arc for truth, for justice, for all the victims. Now, you know, I'm a doctor, and as a young doctor, I used to work in the emergency room. Used to take care of patients in the intensive care unit. And you go into medicine because you want to help. You want to try to change things. You want to try to relieve that suffering. But it doesn't always work. And the worst thing was when you had to walk out there and talk to that mother, talk to that father, And I stood on the steps of the House today with our colleague Bobby Rush, and he talked about that primordial scream of that parent that has lost a son or daughter. That son or daughter that's lost their parents. And you don't forget that scream. And as a doctor, you feel like you failed. Well, we are hearing the scream of America. The sons and daughters who lost 49 of their loved ones in Orlando, the thousands of others. I wish I could tell them as a doctor, I can turn the clock back and I can save their sons and daughters, their loved ones, and bring them back, but we can't. We failed. And we can't keep failing. Because we're failing the American people. We can't turn the clock back and bring those lives back. But what we can do is make sure we save the next life. Make sure we learn from the tragedies that we face, and we save that next son or daughter. We save that next mother or father. That is what the American people expect of us. They expect us not to do the easy things. They expect us to do the hard things, the necessary things. They expect us not to sit around. They expect us to save that next life and to certainly try. That is why I am so proud to be here as a Democrat with all of you. But this is not about Democrats and Republicans. This is about doing what's right for the American people. Because that terrorist doesn't look at this as Democrats versus Republicans. So, Mr. Speaker, let's do the right thing. Let's prevent that next tragedy. Let's save that next life. Because that next tragedy, that next victim is someone's son or daughter, someone's husband or wife, someone's loved one. Let's not look back and say we didn't do anything. Let's act today, let's get this done, and let's prevent the next tragedy. Let's have a vote.